Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts and prepare your taste buds as we embark on a relentless journey through the kingdom of brews. Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
Hop Butcher for the world! What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti checking in from home on this cold, rainy evening in Cleveland, Ohio. I should probably be doing prep work to get ready to fly out, but here I am drinking beers. If you watched my last video, you saw that epic disaster I had. Hopefully this beer goes much better. So what I have for you today is the Kielbasa King. Look at that crazy Kielbasa. Looks pretty cool. It's got a boxing glove on there, a crown. Like I said, that's a pretty cool can. And this is from Hop Butcher for the world. Now, Hop Butcher's out of Chicago. I don't think I've ever had any beers from them. I don't see, well, it's funny. I picked this beer up at the produce station up in England. Where in the world is my brain? Up in Michigan. How do I confuse Michigan with England? I'm just so frustrated. I'm still flustered from that last beer. So I picked this up at the produce station in Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan, for $5.99. Now, I've never seen Hop Butcher beers around Ohio until just recently. So I think they've just started distributing in Ohio because I've seen some of the beer stores I follow on the socials start saying that they've got some of these different Hop Butcher beers right before I leave town for a couple months. So hopefully this summer I can do some more of these beers. Like I said, it's a Kielbasa King. There's not a whole lot on the can. Brewed and canned by Hop Butcher for the world in Chicago, Illinois, and Bedford Park, Illinois. So I guess they've got two breweries, or two locations. It's Mosaic Nelson Sauvignon hopped, Double India Pale Ale, 7.5% alcohol. Now, there are a ton of beer reviewers out there that have reviewed this beer over the last couple of years. Ridgeopolis, he's reviewed it, and he just raves and raves about Hop Butcher. Says they're amazing. He puts them up against Clegg, but he can't speak highly enough about Hop Butcher. I saw that the Beer Patrol, it's Patroll, has reviewed this. The Malted Gentleman's reviewed this. Half-Ass Beer Reviews has reviewed this. I'm sure there's others out there, but those are guys I follow and watch their videos all the time. If you don't know who they are, you haven't checked them out, go check those guys out. They all do like great beer reviews. They do a much better job than I do, and they're very entertaining. But back to this beer, it gets a 4.23 on Untapped with 9.7 thousand check-ins. On Beer Advocate, this gets a 93 outstanding, but there's only 55 reviews of it. That poured out kind of a chalky white, but this is super thick. It's kind of a little bit dark. I'd probably give this a 2 on the SRMs. And I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's some stuff floating in there. And it looks like there's a lot of carbonation. I think I'm going to bust out the flashlight just to see if I can see anything. Yeah, I can see some floaters, but that's just foggy thick. And again, I see a couple little floaters. Big white head that isn't going anywhere. Since that head's not going anywhere, maybe I'll give it a little taste. That's nice. That's nice and fruity. Smells. I got a little bit of a fruity scent when I first opened it. Going in, you get almost kind of like it's almost like a vanilla kind of smell to me, which is odd. But it's like a vanilla hoppy smell. I would say it's more of a nondescript hop, but it's like a vanilla hoppy smell, like that's hops. But the kind of vanilla little smell throws me off a little bit. I mean, I bought this beer, I guess it's probably about a month ago. I don't see any date on it. I wish breweries would put dates on their shit. Could help us out when we know how old the cans are. Oh man, I just poured all those chunks down in there. I can see tons of chunks floating. Tasted the head, I smelled the beer. Let's taste the beer. Cheers, everybody. Medium bodied. A little bit. What in the world? Oh, that's a hair from my mustache. God, I'm having a rough night. Medium bodied. You get just a slight hint of that viscous hop oil syrupiness, but it's real delicate, real fine. You just know it's there. Nice piney hop, kind of. A little bit of fruitiness, but more piney, resinous hop. A little bit of bitterness there. But that's kind of thick. You know, definitely a double IPA. Don't notice the alcohol at all, but I'd say it was 7.5% alcohol. Don't notice that at all. Getting a lot of bitterness on the back end here. If you're like a piney hop head, this is right up your alley. Man, does have some dry on the back end too. Almost feel like I need to chew this beer. But it's actually not that thick, which is weird. Overall, for my first Hop Butcher beer, it's all right. I mean, double IPAs generally aren't my thing, but I'd give this a horns up. It's a cool beer. I love the can art. It's cool to find a Hop Butcher beer. I'd like to try more of them. I don't think I'm as enamored with this as Ridgeopolis is. But everybody, wow, excuse me. Damn, excuse me. But everybody's flavor palettes are different. Everybody's tastes are different. This is a nice beer. It's a good beer. I'm glad I found it up at the produce station. I hope you're glad you found my video. If you are, and you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let me know down below in the comments. It's always free. And it's always an adventure, so embrace that adventure.